Hi Cancer, this is your September 30th through October 6th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already in a relationship or married. Spread number 3 will be love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is a new love this week, Cancer. We have the Eight of Pentacles clarified by the King of Wands. We have the Six of Cups clarified by the Page of Wands. We also have the Fool clarified by the Eight of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Taurus on the table. So here's the deal, Cancer. This person has something to do with the way you make your money or used to make your money. Right? You're dealing with this King of Wands all the way to your left, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, one way to interpret it is work, business, and finances. It's a card of diligently working on something. The Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration and cooperation. This is when a group of people get together and do something together. So a workplace environment or business place environment qualifies. So when you get both the Eight and the Three of Pentacles in the same reading, in the same spread, must be somehow associated with work. And perhaps this is somebody from your past. Right? Because to the right from the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups clarified by the Page of Wands. The Six of Cups is a card of somebody from the past. Or it's a soulmate card. Or both. Somebody from the past or a soulmate card. Both of them. Right? And going back to the King of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So that's the person. You've probably figured it out by now. So it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. The Fool in the middle right there, by the way, is an Aries card, and the Sun, the first card in the potential outcome, is a Leo card. Both of them are fire signs, right? But whenever it comes to work, you know, the King of Wands could be somebody who's simply a leader, somebody who's a team leader, a manager, you know, an C-level executive or supervisor, you know, someone like that. So don't get stuck on particular zodiac signs, right? And the Six of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a message, yeah, so you'll be hearing from this King of Wands. If this is somebody you work with right now, perhaps they will want to talk to you about the past or something, the way things used to be done in the past, or maybe you could go to some kind of a conference that you've been in the past or something like that. The thing about the Six of Cups, we're usually glad to see people who come back with the Six of Cups energy, or we're usually glad to go back to where we've been before with the Six of Cups, right? So do expect that Page of Wands message, email, phone call, text, letter, what have you. Some kind of an invitation, all right? And yeah, the rest is history. In the middle, we have that Fool card with the Eight of Wands. I think you can, if they just want to talk to you, if they just want to see you, if they miss you, they may offer you your old job back. Perhaps this person started a new job themselves, and they could offer you a position at that new workplace, or they just want to hang out. They just want to offer you to go to some kind of a conference or what have you. And I think you're gonna go. Because the Fool and the Eight of Wands, these are not resisting energy. It's quite the opposite. Those two cards are talking about progress, forward movement. The Fool is a card of being spontaneous. It's a card of taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, just going for it or going somewhere. You know, the Eight of Wands, clarifying it, is literally one of the fastest cards in the deck. It could be a card of, again, you literally going somewhere. It's also a card of a lot of communication, back and forth communication. And there's the Cupid's arrows card. That's my favorite way to interpret the Eight of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have that Sun card with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. You know, this is, I think it's like as happy as it gets in the potential outcome. And serious, happy and serious. Because the Sun, if it's not a Leo you're dealing with, then the Sun is simply the happiest card in the deck. It simply is the happiest card in the deck. With the Sun card, people feel on top of the world. Alright, the Hierophant in the middle could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of marriage. It is a card of something formal, official, traditional. It's a card of religion, education, spirituality, and marriage. Right, and the Nine of Cups right next to the deck is the happily you know, it's a card of like a wish come true, right? This is, I assume, sitting right next to the Sun and the Hierophant, that's you in the Nine of Cups, being really, really happy and satisfied, feeling like it's a wish come true for you, Cancer. All right, so I hope all of this makes sense. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Cancer, this spread is for you. We have the Five of Swords, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by Justice. We have Temperance. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign, right? But we do have air, we have Sagittarius, we have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So here's the deal. We do have the Five of Swords. We start with that. It's a card of a fight, ugly fight. It's even a card of breakups, right? It's a card of cutting cords, severing ties. But then at the end, the last card that came out is Temperance, which is a card of healing, burying the hatchet, reconciling, rekindling, and that type of stuff. So I don't know if the two of you got into a fight, and this week you're going to be patching things up. Maybe you got into a fight with somebody else, a neighbor, or somebody at work. Right? This fight could have been over money, or it could have been over something long-term, because the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this Knight is the most financially abundant Knight out of all 4 Knights. The Five of Pentacles to the left, clarifying the Five of Swords. The Five of Pentacles could be a card of like not having enough money, or not wanting to spend money, right, or something like that. But at the same time, the Five of Pentacles could be a card of feeling sad, lonely, and left out in the cold. Whatever the case, right? Here comes the Ace of Swords, clarified by Justice, right there in the middle. So there's going to be a conversation about that Ace of Swords. And it's going to be as straightforward, as honest, as upfront as it gets, right? The Justice card clarifying it could be simply a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice is a card of like a major apology. It's also a card of like setting the record straight, doing everything by the book, doing everything right, and things like that. And as a result, we have that Temperance card, which is a card of, like I said, getting back together. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Cancer, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent nights. We have the Hangman, the Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Cups. We have the King of Cups, clarified by Justice, and we also have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Libra and Taurus. Yeah, Libra and Taurus on the table. Alright, so here's the deal, Cancer. I assume the King of Cups is not you. Alright, just to make it easier for me to interpret, I assume this is most likely a fellow water sign. Okay? And I give it a 50-50. You know, I give it a 50-50. The Four of Cups, clarifying the Three of Pentacles, it is the only card here that could be maybe somehow interpreted as a card of taking action. As a matter of fact, the Four of Cups is a card of a rejection, but it's a clarifier, right? So perhaps this King of Cups maybe tried to reconcile with you in the past and you rejected them. Maybe they're going to try again this week. And perhaps this time they're coming back with like a very serious major offer, a major apology, because they're clarified by Justice. You know, something among those lines. Okay? But other than that, besides the Four of Cups, there's no action taking cards. Alright? So maybe, like I said, you rejected them, but they've been thinking about it. Maybe they will try again towards the end of the week. I don't know. The Empress on the bottom of the deck, perhaps that's you, Cancer. I think it's a really reasonable assumption to say you're the Empress here, right? And perhaps they're coming back and now they're going to treat you like they were supposed to treat you to begin with, like the true Empress. You know, the Empress is somebody who is loved, cherished, taken care of, and all that good stuff. Okay, so yeah, I still give it a 50-50, Cancer. It's up to you. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances this week, Cancer. We have the Page of Swords clarified by Strength. We have the Nine of Wands clarified by the Chariot. And we have the Five of Wands clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. And we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Cancer, I got some bad news and good news. Let's start with bad news. I think you literally have bad news coming your way. But what that bad news is about is that you will have to fight for something. Okay? You will have to fight for something. Or you will have to fight for something again. Or prove yourself or something like that. The good news is that I think the way for you to win is to partner up with somebody. Okay, so find an alliance, at least one person who will help you. That's how you're going to win. You're going to win through building alliances, or at least one alliance, with at least one other person, or maybe another company. If you're on your own business, you may have to compete against some company, so don't fight on your own. Don't fight by yourself, you will lose. Okay? So find somebody to fight with against whoever's coming your way. You may simply need to hire a lawyer or seek legal advice. Okay, but we start with a Page of Swords. It's a message. It's a message coming your way. A letter, an email, a phone call, what have you, right? And the rest of the spread, this is you fighting, right? The Chariot, as a matter of fact, that's your major arcana card. You're clarifying the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of a wounded warrior, right? So whatever that message is about, whatever that Page of Swords is about, it's going to be bad news. But, again, like I said, after that you have the Five of Wands with the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Right? So as you can see, we have two people in the Two of Cups. This is you partnering up with somebody, or hiring somebody, or reaching out to somebody for advice, for help, for what have you. Alright, Cancer? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Cancer, but I think at this point you're kind of expecting it. We have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So if that King of Wands looks familiar to you, Cancer, that's because you saw this King in the first spread, the new love spread. So perhaps this whole thing is going to be very unexpected, because the point of this reading is what you're not expecting, right? So maybe there is a trip coming up, right? The Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune are all cards of literally going somewhere. All right, maybe I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but perhaps there's somebody traveling. You're traveling, they're traveling, both of you traveling, or as a result of you two getting in touch with one another, or them getting in touch with you, there's going to be a trip coming up after that, or something like that. And the King of Wands right next to the deck, that's the person you're going to be maybe spending the rest of your life with, Cancer. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case with the cards we saw in the first spread, right? The Wheel of Fortune here is a very fortunate card, hence the word fortune in its name, right? Yeah, looks awesome. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Cancer, have an amazing week.